Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your man Jay. Welcome to another episode of the Art Department. Um, Hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna do some chilling, and then I'm gonna work on the new punk zine comic that I'm working on right now. Uh, Metal Fist motherfucker. But I do want to show some stuff. In down below, we have we as in me, the royal we, I guess. Uh, BEARZERKER is available for order through print on demand. I think it's $8, and or you can read it on Webtoons for free. Links are in the description. I'm also on Ko-fi. If you want to support me on Ko-fi, come check me out. Follow me out. Follow me there. If you want to be a doodle bug, I think it's $5 per month, and I will send you free art every month, as long as the shipping is not killer diller. And you also have to help pay for the shipping too. I think it's $5. I want to say $10, something like that. It's been a minute since I set it up, but check out those links for all the information, all that kinds of stuff. Um, Check out MightyBotStudio.com. That's where I have all that stuff listed. So, but we're gonna get some music going. We're gonna see if anybody else wants to pop in, and I'm gonna work on my book, and that's the plan. So let's go and go ahead and we're gonna get our Spotify on. Let's see what we got. We don't need that big. Why don't we do this instead? And then if you give me a second, let's see how this works. I'm going to switch my camera, but let's start off with the music. You guys let me know if this is going to be loud or not. I'm going to, let's stop the cam for a second. So we can switch it. Looking good as a late. I got all this food on my plate. That's just how you do in LA. I'll take two and parlay. Okay. The back and forth, they ask for more. I built that palace doors and action course. I built that, have my portion and some more to get back. So all my fans that been hype my shit. They the reason that the boy can live a life like this. I found my chips and Play-Dohs. Yo, Phil, what's up, dude? What's up, man? Let me know if you're free, dude. I'll send you the link, dude. Come hang out. We're just making comics. We got a homie in the back. We'll go ahead and bring him out. Let's do that. Ink, what's up, my dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
What you into today, man?
Just doodling.
There you go. It looks more like a doodle, man. It looks amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, I can't see shit, but I'm still drawing.
This is gonna be your abstract phase, you know. I don't know. It might be a blessing in disguise, you know.
Yeah. Well, my contrast is gone. Like, it's hard for me to see darks and lights right now, so it's interesting.
Oh.
And I'm sure when I get my sight completely back, I'm gonna hate everything I did. But oh well, at least I did stuff.
I mean, you got to be you got to be a little bit excited to just see or curious to see like how exactly have you been seeing things. You know what I mean? After you get this eye surgery, man, just to be like, oh, I can't believe I interpreted things or saw things this certain way, you know?
Yeah, it could be a lot different than what I think I'm doing.
I think you're doing a great job, man.
Thanks. Yeah.
Let's put this over and turn it on again. There we go.
What's up, Zay Comics? The art in times, Jay Ryan.
Yeah, Jay Ryan, what's up, dude? What's all this then? It is what it is, man.
He's a good art. He's a pretty good artist too.
Yeah, he is, man. He's amazing. He always has an open invitation if everyone wants to pop in, man. Just let me know, Jay. I'll shoot you the link.
He did all them sketch covers.
Yeah, man. I gotta get on that.
I still haven't gotten anything that I bought from that auction yet. It was a charity art auction. I still haven't got anything that I bought during it. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
I get,
I mean, artists we're not the best at shipping stuff, or at least I know I'm not.
oh, I'm not either. No, I mean, I got tons of shit I'm supposed to have shipped already, but I just, we got our day jobs too, so it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's like you come home, you don't want to fucking do shit except for go to bed sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta force yourself to just all right, man, I gotta do something
Yeah.
art related today, and then you're glad that you do. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear the music. I had it shared, but I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, I got all depressed because when they canceled my eye surgery, I'm like, God, man, I'm waiting forever, looking forward to it. And then
Yeah.
what they did was they changed my diabetes medication, and so they said that it would have an adverse effect with the whatever they were going to use to put me out for the surgery. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, then they rescheduled me. So it sucks. So oh well, happens, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. Also, maybe people were kind of like weren't sure exactly what was going to happen after this whole election deal and stuff too. So like, they try. My mother-in-law was scheduled for hip surgery, and they tried to kind of do the same thing. With one of her readings, they wasn't even there, even though she had the test. It was like a pulmonary test or something.
Oh,
So the anesthesiologist, if I said that right, was was like, oh, we can't do this here. Why don't you go to another hospital that has the means in case like your heart goes out, they can they have a cardiac unit and stuff. And so that was like Thursday, and she was supposed to have it Monday. And man, thank the Lord, like they actually were able to squeeze her in. She was able to
yeah.
have that heart surgery, or not the hip surgery, because he's been shuffling around for months in real bad pain.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Yeah, they rescheduled mine like 3 times now.
Jeez.
Yeah. So,
I like what
so I'm really ready.
Jay Ryan says, finding time to find time. Yeah.
Yep. So what page are you on now?
I don't know. I didn't number them.
It's just free flow, man. Just
Yeah. And the way I have it set up, I actually like made I kind of folded the book together. And so this is actually like these aren't the sequential pages. Like this is actually like if you're looking at it like book form is how I'm kind of doing them. So they're not all in sequence. So when you kind of put them together and then you fold them, I physically made it, and then I'm drawing on all the pages. Is kind of how it's going. So I'm not even sure what freaking page this is. I had a
So you're
count.
just doing the spreads as they would fall, as like your how it will fold together.
Yes, exactly. We got a knob in the back. We'll bring him out. Jason, what's up, man?
Another blind person.
I like how Ink can come on this show, but he's way too important and top level, big time to come on Topic List.
That was election night, dum dum.
So what?
Dude,
Who cares?
Were you on Twitter watching the whole time too, man?
I was watching till like 4:00 in the morning, dude, to make sure they didn't flip everything back.
Yeah.
Who cares? We went live, and then afterwards we talked about the election. You could have come on, you nope.
I had to watch it live.
Why?
Just I had to. It was a historic event, dude.
It was.
Isn't every event historic?
Yes.
Well, not every event. Every election might be.
This one
Every event is. It happens in the past, which is history.
Greatest comeback of all time. Greatest comeback of all time.
Yeah, talk about.
I don't know. Hockey calling people a nub is a pretty good comeback.
It is.
hockey. Is he on vacation right now, or is he back from vacation?
He's been back,
Oh, okay.
but he's at work when because they got he might be at the gym right now or something, but
Yeah,
yeah, because of daylight savings.
Well, he was showing a picture of like an RV on the internet, so I wasn't sure.
Oh no, they got the RV for his their walkabout. That's not till next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being big time is Jay's job.
It's what? What are you working on, Hank? That's dope.
I'm just doodling, man. Just free flow. See what came out. That's what came out. So far.
Did you get the other frog pages?
Yeah, I got them. Look good. Frog G2. Service key.
Is there a mailing list for that up yet?
Yeah.
It's been up.
It's been up. Nobody cares.
It's been up. We only have them like 85 subscriptions or something like that, so that's fine. Don't worry about it.
I think a lot of stuff was hinging on the
election, dude.
The election, yeah. People were scared shitless.
Now that Trump's president again, they can sign up for Frog G2.
Yes, yeah. Trump is pro frog. Everybody's pro frog.
I would think Kamala Khan would be pro frog too. So I think everybody's pro frog G is what I think.
Me too.
There you go.
I mean, we did do one hell of a book. The first one is amazing. So people didn't get that.
One of the best books in indie comics, from what I say.
I'm envious for whoever was able to get the. I know you had some. Was it big boy tears, big boss tears?
Yeah, big boy.
And to see the art like in person, I'm sure is a trip. You know.
Yeah, Rick Saylor has. Rick even has a colored page and a line art page in reserve.
Does he?
Yeah, because he gets. He hasn't bought them yet, but he wants them. So, but yeah, he comes to the house to pick stuff up, and then he flips through the pages. He's like, "I want that one.
He's the only one that has any Frog G colored pages, I think.
I did send Fanta. Well, no, Mark Pengrin. Mark Pengrin has the little one.
Oh yeah, the watercolor.
And then I did send Fanta one because remember that one went to the wrong address. It got redirected. And instead of it coming back to me, it got redirected, and so that person never sent it back to the return address.
Oh no!
So I told Fanta, I'm just gonna send you a frog page, or another sketch cover. So I sent her a colored page and an original page to make up for it. So I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's Fanta, so.
It's Fanta, yeah.
Fanta.
She's like number one Frog G fan. So.
Yeah, Fanta's great.
Number one Ink Spots and Jason Bascom fan. So.
And she's also a good human, so that helps.
I just like her because she's also blind, and now I just like only blind people.
Well, since you're on your way to being fully blind.
Jesus, dude. I'm wearing mucho thick glasses right now.
Jay Ryan said, I thought it was Jason, if I'm being honest. I think he's talking about
this drawing?
I think he's talking about the picture.
Me? You drawing me? Why are you drawing me? Don't draw me. Weird.
I was going to say the Geico caveman is what I was going to say.
It's creepy drawing me. Stop it. Like you have a dream about me or something.
It's in your brain.
It's like you're in love with my face or something, man.
It's like I have Chinese stars.
This is a Photoshop brush I made from my actual acrylic texture that I made. So it would look more like traditional.
It does, man. And it's Let's do some switching up here. There you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It does look very traditional.
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Very textured.
Very textured. Yeah, I actually painted the texture, and then I went over it with the piece of charcoal to bring out the texture more, and then scanned it in and turned it into a brush.
Monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second.
Yeah, that was effective.
That's what I did on the first cash grab. I made all the brushes that I used, so it just had a very particular texture to it. So.
You worked on cash grab?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
No one gives a fuck about me since I turned down the second one.
Yeah, well, considering everything that's going on with your health condition right now, it might have been for the best anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to be on a tight deadline right now. I got
yeah,
and we're not, so that's what's good. Like, we are on a deadline, but it's not insanely tight.
Yeah, it'll still get done. I mean, as soon as my surgery freaking.
I'm not worried about us getting done.
As soon as my surgery's done, I can be able to see like 2020 again. It's just they keep canceling. I think they just cancel it because they don't want a lot of work to do right before the friggin' holiday.
I mean, they got to go to work anyway, so I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't know. They just keep finding reasons to cancel it. I think. Well, I had to cancel it once because I didn't have the money to do it. So
you would think they would want the money, so with them canceling it is pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's like $5,000. Sucks.
Yeah, you would think they would want that.
And then I thought my insurance was going to cover part of it, and then they changed their mind. And then I just went ahead and canceled that insurance because it sucked. So I got to get a different insurance now. I'm trying to get one that would cover something. But they're like, all insurance now is like super expensive, and none of them cover anything. So.
Maybe Trump will come up with Trump Care.
Trump Care.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. In space.
It'll be Bigly. Bigly.
Bigly Chew.
Yeah. That's it.
Bigly Chew its flavor never lasted.
I know, but it was like so good for like the 2 minutes.
That half a second. It's delicious.
It was like, this is great. Oh, it's gone.
Mm-hmm. I think Zebra Stripe was the only one that beat it. But
as far as it didn't even taste that good.
You didn't like Zebra Stripe? I like Zebra Stripe. But the flavor of Zebra Stripe is less than even Big League Chew and stuff.
Let's add this in here. Yeah. I want to hide it. Yeah.
Sounds like Christmas music.
This piano video game music. It's too chill though. It's about to make me fall asleep.
I kind of passed out for like 5 minutes on the computer. I was watching.
I subscribed to him just because of it. But they had this channel had on the editor-in-chief for Spawn, like all the Spawn titles and everything.
Oh wow!
So it was pretty cool. He seemed like a pretty cool dude. So I subscribed. But they only had like 16 people watching, and I was like, I'm surprised. But yeah, it was a good interview. But unfortunately, I guess they're gonna be doing a She Spawn. I remember the toy, but a She Spawn mini series, and Gail Simone is gonna write it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
He was like, "Yeah, we really wanted Gail Simone. We like her stuff." I'm like, "Why? Is She Spawn just gonna be in a cafe eating like mini muffins and
Mini muffins.
drinking cappuccinos?"
Hey, where's Billy Basco at?
Dude, who knows? He's probably out somewhere being a nope.
He hasn't even sent me my logo yet, sucker. Take the money and run, man.
Hey, just take the money.
There's my logo.
You just take your money and go and bounce.
He forgot to send it.
Yeah, he forgot to send it. He's been working on Goblin Girl. The pages look dope.
Yeah.
He showed him off on Topic List.
Never heard of it.
I hear it's at the printer.
At least the black and white version.
Let's see if I can figure out how to edit this thing. We're gonna have one big one.
Why not chat, like, and subscribe, everybody. If you're enjoying this content, please feel free to share it out on your social media platforms of your choice, or all of them. Get the buzz going, get the subscription rate up, get J-Bot monetized. Let's do it.
Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Let's get it
Come
done.
on.
Let's get 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours tonight. Let's do it.
Don't tell me how to live, Jason. That's what Jay Ryan says.
I think I just did. You're welcome.
If I do this, can you guys still hear the music?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You could probably turn it down maybe by like...
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because keep in mind, it's usually louder on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's way low. Actually, that's not bad.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, cool. It's a smidge. That was just a smidge, man.
No, sometimes that's all it takes. But it's usually just a little louder on YouTube. So, yeah.
Shelby likes it at a 23 or 4, I think. I like it at like a 21.
Okay.
So, you know.
What did he used to listen to it on when he worked for Rob Liefeld?
What music or what volume?
What volume?
When he inked Rob Liefeld at Extreme Studios and Marvel Comics Deadpool.
Yeah, when he drew Deadpool.
When he drew Deadpool and Rob Liefeld signed it.
When he ghost drew Deadpool.
And you knew it was Shelby because it was way better Liefeld than what Liefeld usually does.
It looks a lot more Liefeld than usual.
I hear Liefeld is the guy who owns Youngblood is gonna have Liefeld draw Youngblood again.
So weird that he doesn't own Youngblood. It's insane.
Sold it, dude. Sold it.
Jay Ryan says, Jason, Gunslinger Spawn or Absolute Batman sketch cover?
Gunslinger Spawn.
There you go.
Okay. I like Absolute Batman if you take away the spikes and the battle axe blade and give him a normal cape. Pretty much if you make him Batman.
I love Ultimate Batman if you get rid of all the Ultimate stuff and just make it Batman.
Yeah, then it's pretty decent. I'm not mad at the artwork. So, and maybe make him 5 inches shorter. So, and yeah. But yeah, Gunslinger Spawn is... Yeah.
And not the size of Bane either.
Yeah, make him a little less beefy, maybe.
Make
Unless
it like,
you're going for like your Sam Keith, then you can do whatever you want. But yeah,
maybe like give him real Batman proportions. Get rid of the ridiculous costume.
you could even keep him like middle class worker and have him be a mechanic. I don't care about that.
I like that.
That's not bad. It's they just. I really hate the design of him. The spikes and the emblem being an axe, and the cape is weird looking. Like I understand they tried to make it more utilitarian. What's the word I'm looking for? You know,
or absolute, I guess.
yeah. So but it's just weird. I when I sketched him up, I was like, how does this cape thing even work? Like, where does it go? So
I hate everything about it. I don't like the art. I don't like any of it. So
I met these guys at my local comic shop when I did a little event there, who do Godfall Universe, and they're comic creators. That's like their comic book universe that they've been doing and stuff. And so I subscribed to him, and I want to say it's the writer. He was doing a review of Absolute Batman. He says, yeah, he got spikes and the big cape, and then this, and it's like, yeah, it's like Spawn.
It is like Spawn.
Yeah, he's like, it's pretty much like Spawn. He got the battle axe, and he's like chopping people's hands off, but it's like yeah, he's like, and he's like acting like Spawn and talking like Spawn, but it's not like they can't go all the way. It's like he's like PG rated Spawn. And the capes everywhere, and he's attacking people with his cape like Spawn. And
well, they can just put a red bag over it and sell a separate edition, and then you can go as far as you want.
Yep, you can do whatever you want.
Like they did with Wolverine,
which is just completely gay.
Just do it. Just make it bloody in the comic. Who cares? It's a Wolverine comic.
At this point, are there really any 9-year-olds buying comics anymore?
Dude, even still...
And I was going to say, they see worse in the video games.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They've seen way worse in movies and video games. And like you said, the parents are buying it also. And the comics code doesn't exist anymore. So you can do it now. I understand not having them say the F-bomb every panel. Like, fine, but you can make Wolverine violent because he's violent. Like, Spider-Man would make no sense to have him ripping out somebody's heart. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Wolverine should. Just do it.
Oh, Jay Ryan says, I'll give it to the writer. That guy said that hand killed hundreds of people, so Batman cut it off. The guy won't die, but that hand won't kill anymore. That makes sense.
No,
unless you put the hook on it.
I could. So therefore, Batman actually made it even worse.
Might have given him a knife hand and hook man.
And the thing about that is, like, this stuff isn't anything new. Like, Batman did have Elseworld stories where he was very violent. Mm-hmm. So him cutting off a hand is like, okay, and like, he didn't kill the guy unless the guy bleeds out and dies. Then he did. And also, if you want to get down to it, Batman killed people when he first came out. So,
yeah, it was just what did it was the advertising. It got so much advertising, people really hyped it up.
I may have received that book through shady circumstances and read it and decided not to buy a physical copy because I thought it sucked. So.
It's like I said, it's not the hype that everybody's making it out to be. It's okay.
Do you know what weapon Baroness has? Does she just have a gun?
Usually she has like a gun. I think they give her like one of those like German guns.
Oh yeah, she's got like that German.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Nazi because now we are a Nazi country. We only have
is that a Luger or something
president.
Maybe?
Luger, yeah. Yeah, we got a Nazi president now. Yeah. She likes the loogies. big loogie fan. She likes it when you spit.
I'm just wondering who won Best Colorist this year. Maybe Archie Bear?
No, I think it's Phil Diaz. He's in the chat, isn't he?
Phil Diaz, Best Colorist.
It was Mark Polton.
Mark Polton, best colorist. Best cover. A cover of a head that an elephant head cover. Best cover.
Hey Rob, what's up, man? Nice to see you, dude.
Going on, Rob. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to wait. No, I do.
Let's see. We got there. We got there. What else are we gonna do?
And I don't know if he's still awake. I don't know which version of Cobra Commander I should draw.
Gotta be the hood version, man.
You think the hood version is the way to
Hood
go?
version, I think. I always thought the hood version, or you could do cool stuff with the reflective face.
I'm not gonna do anything fancy.
Okay, then do that one. Then it's either the hood one or that one. The hood action figure was super cool though.
Maybe he's still awake. I mean, I kind of was leaning hood, but the guy at the comic shop is the one who wants me to
come on in, Rob, if you want to, man. Links up. We just started 30 minutes ago.
What's it? Angela Curry?
Hello,
Hey,
Angela.
Angela. All right, I got to restart, so you may not want me big.
Shazam. I really like the look I gave him on this panel right here. He's like, oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I like the face.
He's like, holy shit, there's a dead body.
There's a dead body. I always had trouble figuring, like, the way you're doing it. Like, this is page 1, that's page 24, this is page 2. That I always had trouble with that. You know what I mean?
The way I did it, it was I actually physically have the book like laid out.
Oh, okay.
And
So
that's
now
how
yeah.
Like
That's
and
the best way to
scale.
go about it then. Yeah.
then now what I do, I just grab this and I grab a one of the pages and then I put it under that and then I just start inking it. I'm still not done. I still got a few more pages to do, but that's how I'm doing it.
It helps knowing how many pages you want. Like I was using it doing making my own zines, but I didn't know how many pages. So I was like, okay, but what if I want to do 20 pages and 16? Like I was always thrown off.
Yeah, this is a big kind of experiment too. I'm doing worst case scenario, I can chop them up. I just had the idea today to do fake ads in it.
It's not a bad idea.
To really make it like a zine and maybe do like an article or two or something. I don't know.
It's more work, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, or be like, hey, if somebody wants to, like, hey, if you want to do if somebody wants to do something like it's a little doodle put in there, like let's say, I'm gonna do a quick Frog G, but it's gonna be like a movie poster coming soon, or make it look like a Saturday morning cartoon ad or something like that, and we'll put it in. Something like that I think would be really neat.
Yeah. We did have an ad in Canada, Bear.
So I don't know yet, because I can always cut it, and there's no real there's a flow to the comic, but I really don't have any plans in terms of like this is a spread, this is whatever. I'm just kind of whatever happens is kind of happening. I'm not, because since it's a zine, I'm not stressed about it.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna sell it as cheap as I can and maybe make a few bucks on it, but
I think $10 for a zine isn't too bad. You could usually, or even $5. It all depends on obviously how many pages.
yeah. I mean, I'd like to do 5, to be honest. I mean, it's not going to be long. It's like maybe like 15, probably the same size as BEARZERKER. It might be longer. It all depends.
Yeah, if it's super short, yeah, $5.
Hey, Fanta.
Fanta, did you get your package? Don't be dirty, everybody.
Don't be dirty.
Because I took the photo of the label and sent it to her. So that way she knows where it was going before I sent it out the door. She didn't say nothing. And Feline got hers. And Fanta doesn't live like insanely far from Feline. So I don't know if Fanta got her package yet. Oh, see, he wants the helmet.
Oh, the reflective?
I guess so, yeah. Well, that's the only one I know of.
Yeah. I'm going to do it on this side, too.
I would have done... See, I'm glad I asked, because I was going to do the mask.
Sometimes, man, you give these turkeys too many options, man. You're gonna pick it, they're gonna like it,
too.
That's it. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
I guess.
Well, you give them options, right? And so you do one that's you like really polish it up, and it's really nice. And you're like, this is the one that you want him to pick. And then you just do like another one that's just like a real shitty one, just so he has a third option or something. They always pick the shittiest one. They always oh man, why'd you pick that one? It's the worst one.
What am I even doing here?
And then you're like, I should have just gave you one.
Yep. My wife does that all the time with her logos that she does for clients and stuff. She's like, I had to do 3, so I just kind of made this third one up, and I didn't like it, but these are really good. I'm gonna try and push them this way. Hey, baby, which one did they pick? They picked the third one. I was like, okay.
Pick the worst one, yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
The third one.
Funny. They always do that. Always. I gotta call Jimmy Reyes up and ask him how to do light leaks. I heard that he knows how to do them really well. Like he figured that shit out. So. Light leaks. I think Billy Basco showed him how to do it.
Oh, Fanta got it.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. All right,
you got it.
I've been tempted to send. Oh, don't make me big. I'm just doing layouts. I've been tempted to send a note to that address that did get it, because I have the address. Like saying, you kept a piece of artwork intended for a disabled, sweet, amazing human being that is at the end of their life. Really appreciate you keeping it.
At the end of their life?
Yeah. I'll lie a little bit. But
I was like, does he know something that we don't?
No. Fanta's fine. She's healthy. These people don't know that. So I've been tempted to send a letter, like, thanks for not, sending it back to return address. Thanks for keeping it. Like, why would you keep it? It's a drawing of a frog. Do you like frogs that much? You're like, oh, I'm going to keep this. That's cool.
Might be a frog enthusiast.
Hey, keep the Garfield sketch cover, which sucks because Fanta liked it. Everybody liked it. I sent the Fanta. But, okay, fine. Keep that. It's Garfield. Everyone knows Garfield. But send back the artwork. You don't even know who that is. Sluts. So I have her address.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl. So.
Where the bristles are just like sticking, bring like freaking alfalfa from the little rascals, just sticking out all over the place. Driving me crazy. So there's probably gonna be like 4 different ink styles on this zine.
Nice.
Makes it more indie.
Yeah, I was doing the Sharpies and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. Then I started grabbing the Tombos again, and I was like, oh.
That's the thing. Like, you don't have to do stuff like the old school did anymore. It's, we have a lot more options now. Not everything needs to look like 1995.
Yeah, I was having a good time scribbling with the Sharpies, just coloring stuff in with Sharpies. There's just something about the sound, but it was satisfying. It was really satisfying. We got another homie in the back. Let's bring him out, man. Rob Wilson, what's up, man?
Hey guys, what's going on?
It's been a minute, homie.
I know, man. I've been kicking my own ass.
Yeah, I know, man. You got that. The military don't let you do shit, man.
Yeah, I got people watching me because, like, I in addition to the 80 hours we work per pay period, I broke like 76 OT.
Oh,
I'm working my ass off.
you met Jason and Ink, right?
Yeah, I've been on stream.
Yeah, I remember Jason.
Okay,
I've been
cool.
on stream with Rob.
Well, Ink Spots. I don't know if you've met Ink. He's the colorist of Frog G.
Yeah,
Co-creator, co-writer,
There you
colorist, illustrator. Give him some credit. Give him some credit.
There you go.
the
Heck
whole
yeah, man.
nine.
He's the whole nine.
I should say he's the painter of Frog G, man. Because
I mean, I'm the idea
Colorist
man,
is
but I
understood.
let Ink have stuff sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He throws me a ball sometimes.
I don't on the bone.
How y'all been feeling?
Fine.
can't
How about you?
complain. Can't complain.
All right. Oh, I gotta cut this echo out. That's what that is.
Oh, do you got? I don't hear any echo
I
on
don't
our
know.
side.
No, I was hearing it because I was like, y'all were talking, and then y'all said, "What's up?" And I was confused. That's my bad. Rustiness, ring
on, bro.
rust.
Get your shit together, man.
I know, man. Hey, we got a saying where I work: can't get right. Just can't get right. I'll get there, but no, I pulled double duty today, so can't believe I'm still up. I think I'm up for about almost 48 hours now.
Oh, jeez. You still got to go into work, or are you done for the week?
No, I'm done for tonight.
Oh,
I'm
tonight.
get about 12 hours of sleep, and then I'm back in it for another 4. They got us on high alert in case those good old riots start again. So,
Mm.
you know, as far as I'm concerned, hey, I'll take a victory. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Lord knows. These past 4 years have been lighting my pockets up.
No kidding, man.
Mhm.
Everybody.
Man. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to say that the election was about all kinds of stuff, but really the election's only about one thing. People wanted to be able to afford stuff, man. You want to be able to enjoy your wealth and not pay the government so much money.
Yeah,
Exactly.
have to stop reaching on shit and coming and taking your squirrels and
Yeah, don't take my squirrel, man.
crazy, man.
Oh, I heard about that story, and like people were posting on Twitter. I was like, I don't get it. And then I heard the full story, like watching the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, and I was like, that's crazy, man.
They went on full on Hitler on the dude for having a squirrel.
No, man.
Yeah. Like I heard of they climbing in your window, they snatching your income tax, but damn, they snatching your squirrels.
And your raccoons, bro. Fucking raccoons ain't safe. Dude,
You know?
it was insane. It's like you don't want to talk about government overreach, dude. Like that's I feel what happened, and people don't understand it. I feel like they're not listening, or they don't know, or they're not in that.
So
especially people like that are like I've seen, like, you know, of course you got comic book people in the industry that are like, I don't understand, like how can you? It's like, then you don't understand the working class man and the family man and the common man right now. You're out of fucking touch, man.
Yeah. And it's like with the squirrel, it almost seems like they were like, oh, so and so mentioned the squirrel. Oh, they're having fun. Take their fun away. Take their fun away.
Well, that's what they do with movies and stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
Like if like men like something, they're like, oh, gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of it. And then we're all like the Joker was good. Let's screw up the sequel. You know,
isn't that crazy how they orchestrated that? And it's like no one knows who to blame. And it's like, wow.
I think the guy. I think for what I was watching a review of these guys talking about it, and I don't agree with everything, but they're usually pretty spot on with stuff, and they're usually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, like, I think like the way there was no other way to take. You had two ways you could take the Joker movie, and they weren't going to take it in a direction where it's like it's full on Batman and all this shit and blah blah blah. So then it's like, okay, well, where else do you take it? It's like, well, you want to make this artistic movie. You got a story that you can kind of tell, because what happens at the aftermath? Are you going to glorify all this Joker stuff or whatever? You know, I think the big misstep is them making, and even the guy said, if it wasn't a musical, the movie like flows awesome. If it's not a musical,
Yeah, because the director said he didn't want to make a sequel in the first place.
yeah.
So at that point, it sounds like he wanted to go on basically a FU tour. You know.
Mm-hmm. But they're like, if I'm going to make a sequel, I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. And this is the story that we're going to tell. And it had to be something interesting, because I don't think Joaquin Phoenix would have done it either.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the problem with when it comes to the higher the dollar, the higher the price to pay.
I think them telling the story, the what story they wanted to tell was, I think, more important to them.
Yeah.
And I think it got lost in... Like, they should have said it was a musical. Like, there was like, I had songs. It's like, no, man, it's a musical too.
Right.
But the part and the acting and the cinematography, I heard was really good. It's just, I don't think it's what people wanted, and I think that's why they kind of got mad at it.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. Not like the first one was such a surprise to me, and like I took a chick out on a date for that, and she had a good time. I had a good time. During the movie and after.
Did you get to hit it because of, did they get you laid though?
He just said after too.
That movie did not get me laid. Like, we already knew it was going down.
You were already going there.
Right. Yeah.
Let me save the $60. Why don't we just not go to the movie?
Yeah, let me just not. Yeah, let me save.
Well, are you still I know you were like was that a Golden Crown member or something of the theater or the AMC or Regal or whatever? Are you still doing that? Yeah.
I actually just started it back up with Deadpool. I haven't been back to the theater since.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like give me something worth watching. You know what? I have my ways at home, and plus too, that's like time management and that whole thing. Because I work 4 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 1 day off, and then next thing you know, it's the next month. And it's like, oh shit, it's November.
Yeah.
So I don't really have time to go to movies like that, like I used to. But the other thing is, with that director, here's what I would have done, because I've been watching like a lot of free time that I have. I've been watching like a lot of like anime movies and kind of just see what the director, what was ticking with the directors. If I was given a boatload of money for Joker 2, the first thing I would have done is talk to James Gunn. Be like, hey man, look, they're talking about a Joker 2. Is there any way we can finagle this? I see you guys got a Suicide Squad Sekirei, where basically you guys go into like an anime universe. Is there any way like we can maybe get like a cameo from one of you guys? I see you guys filming all over the place. How can we help? That's the approach I would take when it would come to Joker 2, because it would kind of like at least show there's some kind of congruency. Yeah. But if you got like Batman over here, you got Penguin over there in the TV show, you got Superman over there in the TV show that just got canceled because you got a new Superman. Like, everybody's just like any which way you can, it's like Granddaddy Longlegs. It's all over the place. So, I mean, that's the approach I would have taken to see if I could have utilized what assets I had with like DC and WB. Yeah. But
I don't think they wanted to be I think what they did is that I think he wanted to make a movie. Mm-hmm. He wanted to work with Joaquin Phoenix, And they were like, all right, well, how am I going to get this movie made? You know, we could kind of make it a Joker movie. Why don't we just make it a Joker movie? And so they put the name to it. And I think that's what I don't see them. Or I don't think they wanted to be part of the DC universe. I don't think they wanted any of that shit. I think they just want to tell a Taxi Driver like movie, and they had this idea, and they just made it a Joker.
Yeah. I was just speaking from what I would have done if I was in dude's shoes for a sequel, but
yeah,
clearly it's just like it's all over the place. Some people like it, a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? Based on the numbers. But yeah, that was interesting.
also,
I mean, Hellboy, the Crooked Man is still kind of in limbo. I've talked to some people in person that say, "Hey, I like the movie. You know, it took place shortly after World War II, where Hellboy was fresh on the scene, and there were no cell phones. It was just witchcraft and like all kinds of lore going on. You know, so it was kind of like a different take on Hellboy. But then there are other people that say they don't like it. So it's it's a lot of different takes out there.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, they're going for that Hellboy, that new one. It looks like they're really going comic faithful, which is neat because Hellboy's a supernatural detective.
Right. Yeah. Yep. He is in.
I'm reading volume 1. I read volume 2 of the collected ones because my library has them. They're like these big ass fat books, which are like cool. And I was reading those, and he's like a supernatural detective, and that's why I don't think they did the latest movie worked because they didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it almost seemed like because I watched it twice, and it almost seems like the way they put Hellboy, the way Hellboy was in that movie, it could have been a normal person, and it was more lore knowledge based. So Hellboy knew some lore. A human could have known some lore. I mean, he didn't really. There was no big scene where like he used a big fist to like punch a car and make it flip. You know what I mean? There was no big scene like that. So it was interesting. It was almost like he's kind of like Constantine. You know, do you have these elements so I can use a relic to ward off evil spirits, that kind of thing. So it was very different.
Yeah, that's how he is in the books too. He always has tchotchkes and stuff that he uses.
Yeah,
against the against them, and then he'll use his fists. But I think the thing about it too, even in the books, he gets his ass beat a lot.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know, because he can take it. You know, and I think doing a Hellboy movie is the wrong choice. I'm hoping this one's good. Hellboy has to be a TV series.
Yeah,
Hellboy would be a great like the X-Files. Like Hellboy would be a great like paranormal thing where he goes on investigations, and each episode is an investigation. Like that's how you have Hellboy.
The Winchesters. There you go. Yeah, if they use that concept, like how they succeeded with the Winchesters in the Supernatural TV show.
Yeah.
And just put Hellboy in there and whatever agent is assigned to him. Yeah, it would fly.
Because the thing about it too is like I know that some of the people from the complaint that were like, well, Hellboy's there and he's just like talking to people, and in the latest movie, that's the book. Like in the book, he just shows up.
Yeah, he gathers reconnaissance and
I'm here BPRD, and he's talking to people. Okay, like the one scene where in the new one where he gets the little troll.
Yeah.
And catches the troll. Like that one was just straight out of the book.
Yeah.
And he just shows up. Hey, what's up? I'm so and so.
Exactly.
I'm here, whatever. What's going on? That's not my kid. Then he catches the. Yeah, I can't remember if he does because that's a really neat story where he has the body on his back. I can't remember if they kept doing that or if they just showed a clip of that. Because like the story is that he goes and he is like, okay, you have to go do this and find this and meet these guys, and they'll tell you where the kid is. So then he goes and meets these other little trolls, and they're like, well, we'll tell you where the kid is, but what you have to do is we have this body that you have to find like a grave for. And I can't remember what it's called, but he's walking around with this corpse, like chained to his back.
Oh,
and
yeah, like the corpse was almost like a compass.
Yeah, and he's like over here. Well, the corpse was like he was he's trying to find a burial place for it, and everywhere he would go, they're like, not here. It's crowded. You take a hike. And he's like, oh shit, man. So
Right.
I have to watch that one again. But it was just so weirdly edited that it was like it was just and then this happened and then this happened and then this happened.
Yeah, that's the problem when it comes to movies, though. It's a lot of editing and the production button heads and what's
Yeah.
acceptable, what they can afford, what they can't.
Yeah, that was a weird one. No, this is gonna help. Let's see. Gumby was Gumby. What you been working on, Rob?
I've been working on multiple things. With my new show Sketchwave, I can kind of like just pretty much just work on my comic book panels for VKP,
Okay.
and for Strictly Art Live, I can do continue the commentary, talking about brainstorming ideas, ideas that I can't use because they're already current IPs. Like I did like a 4 episode session of like each boogeyman for Halloween, and put them in kind of like a storyline, with all of them battling on anime terms. And you know how Japanese anime is, or Japanimation. All restrictions are kind of off. So yeah, the commentary, the brainstorming. I think the brainstorming for me has been just as important as the art, because I want to make sure that this time around, compared to my first comic that I launched back in 2018, that I do have somewhat of a decent story, even though I may think of it much more highly compared to when people get a chance to read it.
Oh man, Ink, that came out great, man.
Thanks. Yeah, it's all done. I think I'm done.
Who is that there? What is that character?
Just a sketch that I did.
What's the story behind the character?
He was a blob on my screen, and now it's a face.
So, is he able to like metamorph, kind of like shape his form?
Yeah, it pushes the pixels around more.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just that Iggs was just doing a
He's
painting.
just doodling. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a
It's
random.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
well,
Sorry.
it was just a random doodle.
Oh, okay, I got you. Sorry. Like I've been like really deep in the storylines. Like if I see an image, I start to question, what's the story behind the image? What did this character go through? What's in the eyes? From where do they hail? Sorry, I just kind of.
Yeah.
That's why I asked those questions.
Yeah. He's just drawing.
Okay.
That's
That's all
dope.
right.
Came out great.
Yeah, come on, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the idea of how you made that brush. That was pretty interesting. Ink.
Yeah, I have a few sets of them that I had up for free that people could download, but I don't know if they're still up there. It's been a while, but yeah, I made a bunch of them out of oil paint textures, watercolor textures, all kinds of stuff out of just natural media. That way, when you do digital, it'll look a little more like you did it by hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right now, I can't do traditional because of my eyes, but so that's the closest I can get. So.
Well, it's good to have options,
Yeah.
For sure.
Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see what's going on. Everybody, Fantas
like
says,
it.
"Do it, Jason. Go harass that lady that kept the artwork." Angela says, "Maybe you'll make a new friend."
Yeah, it's not what I want. A friend that keeps
Other people's stuff.
Oh, snap.
Fanta says, "Hi, Rob."
Hey, what's going on, Fanta? How you feeling?
Angela says, "Where was the raccoon?" And Jay says, "Raccoons, you say?" So yes. So there was a big TikToker who had, and I guess he did like he raised money for animals, and he has a couple rescue animals like horses and stuff like that. And he's had this squirrel for 7 years, and the squirrel has millions of views because it does tricks and stuff, and they use it to promote their fund and the fundraising for animals and stuff like that. And they also have a raccoon named Fred. So the squirrel's called Peanut, and the raccoon was Fred. And I guess somebody called because he lives in New York.
No, it was another TikToker.
Yeah, or was it another TikToker?
Damn.
She was
eliminating competition.
He was getting more views than her, so she took
Oh
her
my
bid.
god.
She's a Karen.
So they held this guy. So they had him sit outside, and I don't know if they put him in cuffs, but they had him sit there for 5 hours while they went through his house with a fine-tooth comb, opening every cabinet, going through everything, questioning
all
his
this stuff.
Lisa. Yeah, like he was a drug dealer.
That's crazy.
They find the squirrel. They take the raccoon because you're not supposed to have them for pets, apparently. But he's had this squirrel for 7 years, dude. And then they killed the squirrel and the raccoon.
Yeah,
From what I heard, somebody had said that the squirrel bit him.
Well,
yeah,
grab a squirrel.
There's no proof. You know,
fuck, yes, bullshit. I mean, serious. If you grab a squirrel, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Right, self-defense.
Yeah, it's his pet. Not theirs.
Yeah,
Didn't know them.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. So people were like, "Oh no, man! Like, do it for Peanut, bro! Like, Trump's gonna win for Peanut."
It's like when the neighbors called the animal control because my dog barked, and so the cop came into the yard, and then it's like, "Your dog's barking." I was like, "Yeah, my dog's barking because you're in my yard." That's what my dog's
out my yard, asshole.
Get out of my yard, and my dog will stop barking at you. You're not supposed to be here.
That's kind of what dogs do. Bark at strangers.
Yeah. Newsflash.
Yeah, you got to pull Corey Feldman from The Burbs, 1992. Get out of my yard, lame-o. Get out of my yard.
Hockey, what's up, man?
Hockey.
Ad hoc.
He's in the chat at the gym getting swole.
There you
So
go.
whoa. See how this looks. This might look like shit, but we're committed.
But yeah, man, how's BEARZERKER coming along?
It's coming along pretty good. I mean, I roughed out 10 pages, and honestly, I kind of put it on the back burner and started working on some other stuff.
Yeah.
If I work on something too long, man, I get bored.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up.
So right now I'm working on this new this little punk zine comic that I'm doing called Metal Fist Motherfucker.
Oh wow, you got another one.
And so I'm doing this is gonna be like maybe a 15-page like little zine.
Mhm.
You know, a zine is like, they would like handmade magazine is what it is. So I'm gonna print 50. Like
Right.
that's the biggest I can, so I can chill. I'm gonna do 50. Let me shut this down. Maybe this one. So the idea is I'm gonna do this like an old school zine. So I have it like I was penciling it and I have it all folded.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a preview to the actual comic I'm working on. So I got about 12, 15 pages on this comic roughed out already.
Wow.
And then I'm working on this. So this is separate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this little punk zine and how they used to do zines to where you would draw it, you do it a physical, like a master copy, then you take it to like your local print shop or a Kinko's or whatever, and then you take copies. So I'm gonna make 50 of these, and then you staple them. You get yourself a stapler, and you staple them, and then you cut them yourself. So you fold, staple, and cut them all yourself, and then they would like give them to people at like punk shows and stuff like that. What they kind of or like whatever. They would talk about maybe like the old local art scene or the local punk scene and stuff like that. So zines are like handmade little magazines. So So I'm gonna do one like that, but it's gonna be a comic book, and it's gonna be a preview to the Metal Fist Motherfucker book that I will fund on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whichever one of those freaking funding sites.
Nice.
And so I'll do 50 of these, and then I'll fund the book, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm using that as an experiment for crowdfunding to see how it works. So when I actually have BEARZERKER issue 1 ready, then I'll know if I'm going to still do that myself or if I'm going to try and crowdfund it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to crowdfund till the book is done, or like maybe 90% done or whatever.
So, quick question. With Metal Fist Motherfucker, what's the story about?
So Metal Fist, his name's Murphy. He's the premise of the premise is this: there's an AI satellite powered by social media, and it decides the best course of action for humanity is assimilation. So it sends out droids to go and starts kidnapping people and putting chips in their brains.
The Borg. I like it.
And so our hero Murphy is one of those robots who gets reprogrammed.
Okay.
And then pretty much what he does is like he's kind of programmed and he's powered by like he has like in his chest he has like cassette tape that has like a punk rock cassette tape that he hears all the time in his head, and so that's what gives him the attitude that he has.
Nice.
So he's like, if you like stuff like the Ramones or like the Dropkick Murphys and Rancid and stuff like that, and Suicide Machines, like that's the kind of stuff he'll be like listening to. That's the stuff I'm listening to while I draw it. So, and then he just goes around like being a punk against against the anti-establishment, like bad guy robots, and he just smashes them and shit. Nice. And makes jokes while he does it. So imagine like Nelson, but he's a big, strong punk robot, and he's a good guy.
Man, so you got some? Do you foresee like some one-liners for him after he kills, the enemy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
He's like, he calls them nerds and whatever, and eggheads and all type of little stuff like that. So, but yeah, there's cursing in it and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a little side project that I'm doing for, I'm experimenting with some art, different art techniques on it. But then, while doing that, and I get a book at the end of it, which is neat, Yeah. And this is kind of for like that 20-year-old kid that would go see punk shows in Chicago at the Metro. Like this is who this book is for. Like me when I was a teenager, me when I graduated high school was like, that's kind of who this book is for. And so it's it's a little different from BEARZERKER, but I like to mix it up. Otherwise, I get bored.
Right. So, yeah. That's good.
And I'm being very loose and very relaxed with it, and just like what happens with it. It's kind of one of those things that this is a kind of an experiment. So I'm not like as painstakingly as I was with BEARZERKER. This is kind of like not that, because it's supposed to look indie. It's supposed to look a little rough around the edges. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Okay. Nice.
I'm experimenting here with like lettering too, because I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be copied. So I'm experimenting with doing like using notebook paper for the boxes, and then just like something like this on notebook paper.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't want to do fonts or anything like that. Everything's going to be done by hand.
Yeah, I admire your connection to the basics, because that saves money, and also you learn skills on the way.
Yeah, BEARZERKER was mostly digital too, and I think also the book itself will be mostly digital already. So it's like let me do something that's kind of not so fancy, and it's probably gonna be like if I could sell it for $5 and make a buck or two, like I will sell this for $5.
You will.
An issue.
Definitely, you will.
Because they're supposed to be cheap. They're supposed to be kind of, and I'm only doing 50 of them.
Right. And based off of that story that, basically that pitch that I asked you about, I think that's simplistic enough to catch people's eye, their attention. And it's like, cool, how much? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm doing it all in black, just with black ink. Like black and white, because I'm playing with the idea of printing it on red paper. because I don't know if I've ever seen like just like a red paper like comic book, especially a mini like a ashcan zine type that was printed on a different colored paper, or maybe like a yellow or maybe like a neon green or something like that,
Right.
But so I'm not doing any gray tones. I'm not doing everything's just going to be strictly black and white. Yeah, and I'm having fun with it. So I hope people that read it, will enjoy it too. Because it's like with BEARZERKER. This is setting up the book. So this is kind of telling you what the backstory of the book is.
I can dig it.
Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat here. Raccoon. Oh, Jay Ryan said the movie was just the prequel to the foreplay. We were talking about the movies earlier. The squirrel drew first blood. And yeah, hockey's here. Hey, Art of Roy. I don't know if I said hello to you, man. Always nice to see you, dude. Thanks for coming in. Art of Roy is a phenomenal artist, man.
There's some magic in that name, Roy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a gunslinger / jack of all trade.
Yeah, I've been on a few streams with him before. Yeah, his stuff is insane. It's insane how good he is. Like this guy's a pro. He's not one that needs that, dude. He's like, yeah, this is just like he was showing stuff that he drew off, and he's like, yeah, this is just this building I designed and doing architecture shit and stuff. I'm like, fuck, dude, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my life, man?
That's the thing.
Oh, man. Let's see. Robot says, I guess it's robot who has sex with your mama. He's like, okay.
Hockey on the attack.
Hockey. He's taking the piss.
The ART of J. Ryan. What up? What up?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good artist too, man.
Jay's good too, man.
So I've been keeping up with the new Dragon Ball series that just came out. Diarma.
Okay.
And it's got all the Akira Toriyama bells and whistles, all the new special effects, but it's got like the wackest villain of all time.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, basically like because King Deborah, the Demon King, died during, leading up to GT. Some flabby demon is now the ruler, and he got a hold of the Dragon Balls and turned all of his enemies into babies or toddlers. So you got
Goofy.
Yeah, you got young Goku all over again. Kid Vegeta, Kid Piccolo, and all that. So there's some nonsense. So they gotta relearn their powers all over again.
Why don't you just do? Okay, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Right.
You have young Goku. His name's Goten.
Right.
What the fuck, man?
Right.
You already got him.
Yeah, I don't know. This series might be the first. It might not even have Akira Toriyama's full vision throughout the entire series. I don't know who's going to step in or whether he completed the entire series before he passed away. Or if they're going to do some edits because, they've been mentioning that they've been putting like some woke subtitles in some of that stuff.
Well, I don't think that. Yeah, but I don't think that's. That could be just the freaking the subtitle people. Sometimes they're like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lunaverse says he thought it was a reboot. Hey, what's up, Luna?
Yeah, it's basically a reboot. It takes place after Buu, like the Majin Buu saga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened after that, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's like, are they gonna just ignore the Tournament of Power? WTF? I don't understand it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. 6 more pages. I'm gonna do some art in the background too. So I might end it here. I don't know. Like when he comes out, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He sees everything all fucking jacked up. I got this page inked. It came out really good.
Nice.
Let's see. What else are you guys working on? So I'm not focused on me. Let's see what Jason's messing around with. Doing Storm Shadow.
It looks like a ninja.
Yeah, he's doing a 2 prints for his local comic shop for the GI Joe launch, which is real cool.
Hey, Jason, where are your comic shops located? Are they East Coast, West Coast?
I live in Ohio. I live in Northeast Ohio.
Okay, so I can imagine they have a little more love of comics there.
There's 2 shops in like my immediate area, but yeah, they're both really good shops.
Nice.
Yeah, they really love comics, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to analyze that as far as like the love of like comics and stuff in certain areas. Because like when I went to Missouri, I met up with Odin Dasco. Those comic shops were awesome. You know, people were cool. You know, they'll talk to you and stuff about comics. But like in my area, Falls Church, I got Victory Comics, the one that got robbed about a year ago, and there was the one in Manassas that had just opened up, and the freaking shop owner pulled a gun on me and another guy that was trying to sell a bunch of illegal comics. So I'm like, what the hell is going on in my area? Is that like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I just bought a Thanos statue from you. Why are you pulling a gun on me and this other guy? So,
yeah, I haven't had any guns pulled on me yet at the comic
Good.
shops.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, even Victory Comics, when I go in there, you know, they get a lot of business. You know, their focus is on, you know, the dungeon, was it turnstile dungeons?
Oh,
and all
Dungeons
that.
and Dragons.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what they focus on. But like when I come in there, they just seem like so down.
I thought you were talking about like some sex stuff for a second there.
Yeah, like,
No.
No.
I am a devout, true believer, and I don't believe in doing things that defile
In
God.
dungeon. True believer of dungeon.
Huh? He said believer of a dungeon.
Yes, he's a true believer of dungeons.
Oh, well, the dungeons and the dragons.
And the dragons.
Because as long as the dragons are there, there's no fuddy-duddy business going on.
Right.
Dragons can turn into humans.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
See, you just made it weird.
How's that weird? They're human shaped.
Disavow.
Close enough.
Disavow.
It's close enough.
I've been disavowing for like 4 hours straight on my last
Looks like
stream.
a duck, walks like a duck,
Quacks like a human.
Yes,
Must
and
be a human.
I disavow being in any sex dungeons. That is my official statement. Yeah, not just because you guys, but yeah, I got some people watching me. So
I like this. Oh, maybe I should have. Jason has a lot of penises pulled out of him, just not guns.
OMG.
Hey,
damn.
$20 is $20. You know what I'm saying?
$20 is $20. Man, this economy's rough, dude.
I gotta buy my comic books. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Start living the life of Sandman. I needed the money for my daughter.
Listen, man.
For comic books.
He's trying to get that Frog G funded, so join the mailing list so Jason doesn't have to turn tricks to get Frog G Part 2 funded.
and as you say that, the saxophone is playing in the background.
I was gifted a membership?
Oh. Nice. Congrats.
Let's see.
Oh, to Luke's channel. That's pretty good. Not Death Metal Hero, another one.
Going to the dungeon, you will never know unless you go in. So, let's see if I can do some splatters on here. If I can. I never do them, and I don't want to get like everything out just to do splatters.
Splatter.
So it's like
dead body. Oh my gosh. Hey, so not to get political, but before the election, I got a chance to watch that Trump movie, The Apprentice.
Hates politics. Wait, what movie?
The Apprentice, the Trump movie.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah,
really?
they snuck it. Yeah, they snuck it under the radar, and they got, out of all people, out of all the accusations, Trump Russian agent, they got the guy that played as the Winter Soldier for the Soviets in the Marvel movies to play Trump.
Really?
Yes, Sebastian Stan.
Nice.
I was like, y'all silly.
He's a good
They're
actor.
just too silly. And it was pretty wild. Like, it started off pretty interesting, almost like a mob movie, and then they start having like his doctor prescribing him something to keep him energized, and then he had erectile dysfunction, then he got liposuction, and then he got
Jesus.
dude, they put all this in one, and then he raped his first wife. I was like, bro, did y'all confirm that? Is that real? Like, they
Funny.
just
Of course
threw
not.
they just threw everything in that damn movie.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Like, one of the guys that mentored him was a lawyer and secretly gay, and he had like a sex orgy, and Trump was scared whether or not he got AIDS. It was like, is this fiction? Like, just give Trump the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, if y'all gonna go like this
That'd
way,
be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Just-
Trump's in economy. Trump's in economy soon on the mend.
yeah, that was
I
wild.
hope so. Let's go, dude. I mean, let's
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Hopefully,
We don't want to get crazy political, but
right.
I mean, he
Hopefully-
didn't win by a little.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I mean? He did not win by a little.
I actually mentioned this on my live stream earlier, that I thought it was kind of important after the election. Hopefully, he'll be able to drop the shipping prices internationally. There may be some kind of like tug of war, obviously, like he did with the tariffs before. But I remember when the other guy, the big guy, was, in office, like, some of the companies that I was doing business with, like shopping, like for shipping, printing, like holographic cards and stuff, they went out of business because they couldn't keep up with like the international price rate.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So hopefully that drops. Optimistically.
Oh, it's
Nice.
Sandman.
That'll happen.
Universe is drawing Sandman, Spider-Man, Sandman.
Nice.
Mhm.
Jay Ryan says erectile dysfunction,
Yeah.
projectile ereptile.
Half president, half reptile.
There you go. That's what snake men suffer from. Yeah, erectile dysfunction. There you go.
Right. Yeah, I actually got with all the frogs and salamanders in the mist, I actually have a what I thought might be a pretty good idea for a character that's none of those, but I gotta keep it close to my chest.
There you
I hope
go.
that,
Man.
yeah, actually, I don't know if you noticed, J Bob, but Amazon, they actually have like 20-page comics, like just the panels. All you have to do is draw in the images.
Really?
Yes, they have those available, and they're fairly affordable. They're very cheap, so they do part of the work for
An
you.
exercise. Yeah, it'd be a fun exercise.
Yeah,
Even being like, okay, and if it turns out good, you're like, I got a comic.
right. Easy ash can. And,
Yeah. Be cool as hell. Oh,
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah. So I think I got like 2 of those. I have yet to use them, of course. That's
got time,
my
man.
problem, huh?
So you ain't got no time.
I know. I buy stuff, and it's like everything's a collection, but not intentionally. But yeah, I'm kind of like busting my ass to work hard now, and then once the holiday's over, hopefully I, get back on track, because I'm like rebuilding my life from 2021.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like, people don't understand, man. Like, people took a hit during that. People had to use their savings to survive and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff.
We're trying to get out of debt right now, man. And I'm looking at my I'm looking at my car, being like, man, I might have to suffer for a bit and get my wife's car. But if I sell this car now, I can get my family out of debt.
Right.
And then that's money in my pocket instead of having to pay it to, credit cards or whatever, man. I'm just like,
Exactly.
we had that discussion the other day, and I'm just like, dude, and I'm like, well, I'll just save up and get another car. I want one of those little Japanese vans. The little K vans are bad as shit. I love those little things.
Like a Kia.
Ooh, the Kia. Kias look all fancy now. Their logo looks fancy. It's like, well, damn. Go ahead with your bad self.
Let's see if I can find one. The little Japanese vans, they're based off of K trucks, and then they just made the same thing and do a body for them, but they were Japanese delivery vans, and they're small, awesome little things, and they're like maybe like $9,000-$10,000.
Okay.
And they'll be like a 99, be like a 99. But maybe we'll have like 40,000 miles on it, maybe. And pretty much imagine like it's kind of, they have like a larger motorcycle engine in them. Let's see.
It's Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
Is that who Ink's doing?
That's what it looks like. I don't even know what Peter Steele is.
Never heard of her.
I know Typo Negative. I've heard of those.
Sorry, it's not Hootie.
Yeah.
Hootie's the bomb, bro. It should be her fan. Hootie, man.
Hootie's so.
Little cry.
Yeah, I heard him today.
Did you?
Hey, what's up, K-pop? Yeah, I always hear Hootie at work. They could be playing death metal, and then at one point in time, I'll hear "Let Her Cry." I'm like, I hate everyone.
Let Her Cry's kind of weak, man. I don't like Let Her Cry.
I don't like any of them. They're all trash.
They're good.
They're terrible.
Good music. It's good for the kids.
Good and terrible.
Good music.
Look at even Jay saying Darius Rucker.
He's the bomb, dude.
Yep.
He's the goat.
K-pop showed up.
Yeah, K-pop's in the chat.
Ink and Jason's still alive. Rob, take a breath.
Yeah.
K-pop.
It's been a
minute.
together, man.
What's going on, K-pop? I actually had to tell I was working Marine the other day, and she hit me with like all the issues she had going on, and I had to go back to that song that said "Breathe," and I was like, out of anything else, take a deep breath so that way you can kind of calm down.
Popping corn. Yeah, Darius Rucker is now country. Not shocking. That's why Darius Rucker is from the South. He's always been country.
He's like the boss too, man. They get him on the Grand Ole Opry and everything, man. They're like, we got us a black boy now. They're all excited, man. They're all excited.
The area he's from the area I live in. He's from South Carolina, in the area I'm in. You could find signed CDs like no problem because they would play here all the time.
I mean, really, what is he, like the second black country singer? Because what do you got? Charlie Pride. That's the only one I can think of. Charlie Pride was great, dude. But he was like in the 70s, so. I
feel like now though, I feel like more country even sounds more folk like too. It's not even like not just like country and boots and vans and shit and trucks. A lot of the stuff let's do down here is more like it's like country, but it's soul like folk.
To me, country
almost into like blues.
Country sounds more like 80s rock and roll now than it does country. Now it's even like pushing towards like 90s rock and roll because you get a lot of you're starting to get a lot of like rock like metal riffs in country music now, which is really weird.
Oh yeah. I mean my
go ahead.
They'll listen to stuff like the Dead South. One of my buddies who grew up here. He doesn't listen to any of that stuff. He'll listen to stuff like maybe like Sturgill Simpson, and like stuff like the Dead South and things like that. That's like not like it's not your typical country shit.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the trend of music today,
near Aiken, is that what you're at, Arteroy? Dude, I'm in Lexington, bro. I'm like in the next town over, dude.
hi day.
Docs. Hey, we're kidding. Ain't nobody fucking watching this but us, man.
You gotta remember to replay those ghost watchers.
Oh, ain't
Bro,
nobody gonna replay this shit. So we're already passing an hour. Ain't nobody watching this, man.
A week ago, I got a chance to see what a bot farm looks like, and it's almost like a retail store, and it's just like up to 1,000 phones, maybe 18,000 phones, just all over the place, and they're
like
controlled
rack,
by
right. I see them where they have them like all on a rack, like it's
right.
sick. Yeah,
and they're controlled by like 2 or 3 computers.
Dude, that's fucking insane. Dude, why don't we can hire some shit like that to promote our comic books?
I've seen that in the Chinese influencers. Like they have like all the Chinese influencer girls that are ran by the government, and they just have this big warehouse, and they're all just sitting there with like a bunch of phones, like doing multiple accounts at once. Like it's strange, dude. Like
it's
government run like e-thoughts. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's about as part of the Matrix as you can possibly get.
Let's see here. Do. I'm gonna give me one of these guys.
Nice.
Okay.
Little
space in the back.
Yeah, it has a seat in the back. Like it has like a kind of like a couch like seat. It folds down flat.
Nice.
Like if I want to go like camping or something, I can like fold the bed down and just sleep in the van. Because my daughter's been wanting to go camping and stuff. And I was like, well, what if we get like a van like this? Then we could just take the van camping, load our stuff in the back, and then we'll just sleep in the car. And if I got to turn it on to get the air on or whatever, I'll just start the car up and we've set,
right.
Eat whatever, man,
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of these too, because they're trucks, they're based on the K truck, which are delivery trucks. They have 4-wheel drive.
Oh, nice.
The thing about it is that they could maybe go 70 miles an hour, and that's you like pushing the fucking thing. Like that's the max. It's like 70.
Oh yeah.
But
it's like those. That's like basically that same like Christian truck in Terminator 2 when the guy picked up, the Connors on the bridge, and he was like, "Y'all okay?" And he was trying to outrun the 18-wheeler, and he was at 70, and he was like, "This is the vehicle's top speed." Literally.
But yeah, there's a place the next town over that sells these. Look at this little guy, little Suzuki.
Hey, you never know. That Suzuki might be an Autobot.
It looks like it, right? With the round headlights.
Right. They say the driver picks the car, but it's actually the car that picks the driver.
Now the bummer is because of I guess the tariffs that they could only bring them. They have to be 25 years old in order for them to import them.
Right.
Otherwise, they got to pay an arm and a leg to bring them over. Oh, this is a dope one. Look at this little guy.
That's reinforced.
Yeah, they had. I was talking to a guy whose friend owns one, and he's like a Jeep guy, and he's like, yeah, he brought his little K van. It had 4-wheel drive, and that K van was doing everything my Jeep was doing.
Nice.
So it's just, I hear they're real fun to drive because it's almost like you're driving an oversized go-kart. And it's a lot. People say it's fun to drive a slow car at maximum speed than it is to drive a fast car at the minimum speed.
Right.
Because you're just like, being able to just floor it and go for it. You know what I mean? And not have to worry about like, I'm going 100 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think these are pretty cool. So I'm gonna see if I can snatch. So that's kind of the double thing. It's like, well, I can sell that car, pay off the debt, I'll save, and I'll get one of these little dudes.
Yeah,
and me and my kiddo will zip around the town, man.
Get you some emergency lights. You'll be able to draw while you're waiting.
Dude, I gotta show you. They have where's it at? They have different ones. K cars. They would use them as little fire trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find one. And usually they have like the gear on it.
Nice. Dang, I got the Chinese symbols right on it.
These are sick, dude. There it is.
Big Trouble in Little China 2. Action tells you.
Big Trouble Little Truck.
Right.
Yeah, people convert them to little campers and stuff too, but I wouldn't do it. That sounds expensive. I wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
I just would put the put the seats down and put a blow up mattress in the back. There we go. Problem solved.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask y'all too, because I even missed it, and I freaking promoted the campaign. Y'all remember Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Joins the Army, all those. So Ernest P. World, Jim Varney, his nephew, got together with an artist and a writer to come out with a whole new book. It was called Ernest and the Dreamstone. And it launched on Indiegogo, on Kickstarter. And I promoted it for one show, but like I never got a chance to actually like back it because I had my own personal stuff going on, got to pay bills. I was like, shit. Anybody see this?
I didn't know.
I didn't see it. I didn't even know they were doing that.
Yeah, and I happened to see an ad on Facebook. That's how I noticed it, and then it popped up again. And when I promoted it and put Ernest Scared Stupid and stuff in the tags, his nephew actually liked the promotion that I did in my live stream. I was like, oh shit.
That's cool. Dude,
I
Ernest
hope
was underrated, man. Ernest is dope.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You talking about multifaceted character.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a nondescript white van.
Yeah.
Well, I know. One of my wife's friends. She does for a living. She does wraps. She does decals and she does wraps and she wraps cars.
Okay.
So worst case, whatever I get, I could be like, hey, I think it costs like $1,200. I think to get a full wrap on your car.
Nice.
So I could be like, well, I get a white and maybe I'll make it red or something.
Since you said white, I remember seeing a meme where there was the squirrel. He was all white. He said, "I'm called Peanut the White now."
Oh.
Here tell you.
Yeah, those are from. I know there's a big white squirrel population in North Carolina around Asheville, Brevard, and stuff. I think mainly Brevard. They have the White Squirrel Festival. White squirrels out there. They're pretty neat when you see them.
Wow.
It was kind of fucking epic that Kamala gave her concession speech and a squirrel ran across the stage.
Oh, did it?
Hockey never trying to be like, is that real or fake? It looks real.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, it's
real. It's great.
I didn't even know.
That's freaking epic, dude.
It's funny.
It's like I heard it and I was driving into work, but I didn't see it. I was like, oh crap. That's legendary.
My favorite part is that she has to confirm the vote.
No, they said she can't because her name was on the ballot, so it's going to be Mike Johnson.
Oh, she isn't gonna. Darn it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, usually the vice president confirms the new president.
Right.
So I was like, that'd be funny. She has to like confirm like her own loss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I heard somebody mention on a podcast, I think it was like Charlie Kirk or something. And I was like, oh shoot, I didn't even think about that because her name was on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala. Hey, if she decides to leave politics, she could always be a great chef with her word salad. That's it. That's all I got.
She won't be burned by the past anymore.
Yeah. Oh, what has been?
What has been?
Oh my god, bro. Show, that show's brutal, man. Like, if you ain't careful, if you watch too much Kamala Harris, like you'll start like secretly start losing brain cells.
I like how in Gutfeld, whenever she would talk, they like played bongos behind her. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you have to distract the siren voice of the shit that doesn't make any sense.
Brutal,
dude.
It's fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I don't know, man. Maybe I just don't understand. I don't understand what like
with that situation.
Like,
that situation.
You think that's a real person, dude? Like, it was insane.
Oh yeah, yeah. That situation tells you that there's definitely more than meets the eye with what we've been told.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Well, also, it's like I feel bad for like, and that's kind of the Democrats' fault too. Is I don't know much about politics. But they're like, you're getting Biden, and then they're like, now you're getting Kamala. It's like they didn't even have a choice, bro.
They didn't do a primary, and they.
Right. Isn't it like the first time they've ever not done a primary?
Yeah. No, it's happened before, but a very long, very long time ago. Like,
in such a short period of time, it was kind of unheard of. And the underlying message is that Biden actually didn't want to leave. You know, and because he was forced out, you know, obviously you guys saw the photo op where he put the MAGA hat on. And now there's like a running joke that the last person that voted for Trump was secretly Biden.
Would you see how he was acting at the end?
Huh? Yeah, right.
They showed up, dude was walking around and shit, pointing at people, saying, "What's up?" And fucking like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Psych.
Yeah, he's feeling great. You know, I saw last night when I was at work, AOC was having this long conversation, you know, about don't feel bad and blah 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 blah, and everybody else losing their mind. God was like, "Hey,
or a guy with a different accent all by yourself." Well, that's exactly what you can do without this new AI.
I think that's my time. I got some other stuff I gotta go ahead and take care of, guys. I gotta go ahead and dash out. I wish you guys have a great night.
You too, man.
You too, man.
Stay safe. Pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right. Peace
Night,
out.
bud. Luna says no. She said she cooks in the tub. Was she cooking meth?
No, that's what women say when they're like having sex in the bath.
Ooh. I thought we're freshening up.
Go Kamala.
Like we're cooking in the tub.
Yeah, go Kamala. I want to vote for her now.
I've made cookies in the tub before, but I've never cooked in the tub. Let's do. I think we go for 15 more minutes and then call it at the top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
Let's see.
Top 40.
Top 40, top of the hour.
Well, it's probably an AI, but then again, all those celebrities share the same brain as her. Yeah, that was very weird. Oh my. But yeah, that's cool. We'll wrap up this show here in a little bit. Let's talk about other stuff. I just don't want anyone to feel alienated, that's all. And plus, I don't know if I got anything else to draw at the moment. I'm just kind of like floating.
I'm just doodling stuff now.
Well, let's talk about Cheetos. Dude, you see, again, I said no politics, but this is kind of politics. Robert Kennedy Jr., man. You see that video he was talking about that the yellow, whatever the hell it's called?
What, yellow dye or something?
Yeah, the yellow dye, man. That was sick. Like, it was like, dude, like, yeah, it was a good one. He just like, it was posted on Twitter and it was shared and stuff. And he's like, all the stuff like that stuff leads to all types of stuff, and it's all in all types of foods we give our kids. You know, it's like oh, crap.
I mean, okay, if you don't know stuff that isn't natural that goes into your food is bad for you, you need some kind of hammer to your head. But also, how and I like Bobby. Yeah, I think he's great. I like what he's gonna do. But how much of that stuff do you have to ingest over how much time in order for it to become that kind of a carcinogen? You know what I mean? Like, it is not good for you. Like, it's a dye. That's not good for you. It's it's an artificial thing made in a lab. Not good for you, probably. But how much of it over a course of time and quantity is then going to build up as to where it'll then cause like cancers and all this other stuff. So,
whoa, that much?
Not a lot then. No, like I said, I mean, I'm a strong proponent of moderation. Like, don't sit there and eat an 18-pound bag of M&Ms every 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But a family-sized bag once a week, I think you'll live. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's all in moderation, but it's like just bringing this stuff to light that you don't know what this stuff is.
And yes, granted, and there are plenty of people who think, well, the food companies wouldn't poison me, so of course it is good that he gets the information out. Like, I'm not against it. I just hope that they're completely transparent and they're like, look, if you ingest like 4 micrograms for every 70 pounds you weigh every hour, it could lead to cancer. Like, at least be totally honest about it, not just say it can cause, chronic diseases. Like, it's like, well, what? Like, I gotta do research. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No, I like Robert Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, because one of the points of the video was like,
dude, I would have voted for that cat.
I think a lot of people would have. I think a lot of people would have, but I don't think it would have been enough.
It wouldn't have been enough, but I honestly think he would make for a pretty good political official.
Yeah. I mean, him teaming with Trump and then with Vance, and I think it was a good move. I feel like they got a super team. I think that his excuse me. I think he's a different Trump, man. I think him almost dying, dude. I think he's a different guy now, because I was listening to his speech, and his speech was like he was thanking everybody. Like, he was like, you know what, man, thanking. He was bringing people up to talk to the podium. It was this time as a speech, and he's people that helped him on the campaign, and he gives time to JD Vance to come and talk, and he's just there talking to people, man. Like, he's not like reading. Maybe he had some bullet points, or maybe he had shit he wanted to touch on, but he just was talking like just talking normal. It wasn't like a weird canned fucking speech. He was happy to be there. You could tell the dude was happy to be alive. And he was grateful for everybody that put him there to give him the second chance, and I think he knows it's a second chance, and he doesn't want to fuck it up.
Dude, I think it's hilarious that Democrats are freaking out. He is the most liberal, conservative president there's ever been. I mean, he's like a mile to the left of Bush and Cheney. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they should be look at his cabinet. He's got Democrats. He's got, he's all nationalities. Like, he's got one of his top dudes in Pennsylvania is the gay guy that got the Amish to vote for him. I mean, I don't get it. Like, they should be like, okay, so they shouldn't. Maybe they're not happy they lost, but Trump couldn't be more of a centralist. He couldn't be. Like, it's a whole different like Republican Party, like, completely. So yeah, and it's just like they believe I feel like he was an outsider. He's not a career politician, so he's not one of them. I think they thought that Hillary was going to be a layup for Hillary, and people rather voted for Trump than to trust Hillary, because that's pretty much what happened. They were like, we'll take a chance on the new guy. Screw this lady. And I think ever since then, they've just been trying to destroy him. And that's why, because he's not one of them. And I in my opinion, I feel like they would not have, all the dirt
on him that they would have on everybody else. He's not like corrupted, you know. He's there, and he doesn't. The thing about it too is that he doesn't need to be there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he doesn't need. He like I'll go fucking back being Donald Trump tomorrow.
After January 6th, there should have been no way for him to ever come back from that. That's why he is like. I mean, it's the greatest comeback of all time.
Oh yeah,
like of all political history. Like no one. Like he should have been done and buried. Like no one ever hearing from him again. And now he's president again, and in a landslide. That's pretty freaking amazing.
Well, to me, a lot of people, like there are people who do like, you know, and I the quote is "blue no matter who" and all that other crap. It's like that's like each candidate is gonna have things that you like and don't like. Like so. The people, like I see posts all, like, and this would have been the exact same had Kamala won, but I see people post how, like, oh, I gotta leave the country, Trump's president again. It's like, there's gotta be one policy of his that you like. There's gotta be one. Like, stopping war is pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we get behind that?
He's anti-war. He's wants to get rid of payroll tax. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us can agree that, that sounds pretty good, getting rid of payroll tax.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's can you at least get behind one thing? Like, there's no way that one person is so insane. You could say Hitler and Stalin. Like, those are terrible individuals. But, like, in the presidency of all presidents, each one of them definitely had at least one thing that was good. So you could be like, okay, I hate everything about him, but I'm kind of for ending the war, so I hope he does that. Like, I understand you're not going to be happy. It's not your person. I'm not saying be happy. I'm saying, like, this isn't like... I see people that are saying, I'm terrified for people. It's like, what do you mean you're terrified? The guy wants to stop taxes.
I just enjoy that, like, they're saying, like, everyone's going to end up in concentration camps. And then you're just going, yeah... Like he did last time he was president, right?
Yeah, and that's my other thing. I am infamous for not knowing anything about politics. I know jack. But what I do know is look at the previous experiences. Look at her previous experience in the vice presidency and look at his previous experience in presidency. Which one did better? Which 4 years was better? Like, right there, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Like, forget all of the policies, any policies there ever was. Based off of that alone, if you make your assessment, you would have to pick the one guy, or individual, guy, girl, doesn't matter, the one person where things seemed pretty good. Like, nothing was perfect, ever, but things seemed pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know. To me, a previous experience has a lot to speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are going to get better pretty fast. I mean, you already got Hamas saying they want to end the war already, like the day after he's president. You got a caravan of people that were getting ready to come across the border. Like half of them turned back when they found out that he was going to be president. So, I mean... just him getting elected changed a bunch of stuff like right off the bat. So,
and comics are going to be booming again.
That's the thing. We're going to be able to sell. People are going to have money, and then they can buy our comics.
They can buy Frog G2 coming soon to Indiegogo. Yay! Sign up today. Link in the description below.
Yeah. Is it below?
I don't know. I always say it. I don't know.
You can put it in the you can put it in the chat.
Yeah, someone hashtag that.
You guys are mods. Let's see.
Well, K-pop and Angela should definitely be mods.
Yeah, K-pop wants to eat a whole bag of.
K-pop wants to eat a bag of hot dogs.
I like that about her.
Hot dog gang.
See, Angela said, "I will." Angela's gonna eat a whole bag of hot dogs too.
My favorite thing about K-pop is that she's pro-wiener.
It's a stance.
I'm pretty sure all the females in this chat are.
There you go.
They're all pro-wiener?
I think so. And not just Anthony. Shelby is
living proof you can abuse your body. You just have to be cool with bloody milk legs. Like, that's right. What does that mean? It was bloody milk legs.
His legs bleed.
What?
Yeah, when he drinks milk, his legs bleed.
Oh God. That can't be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump true. Yep. Hollywood's over, man. You're gonna see indie stuff doing a good job. Indie's gonna pick up that stuff.
Yeah,
even
well,
some of the animation studios are getting hip to it. I mean, freaking
Arcane 2 is gonna be coming out. I'm looking forward to that. I like first season.
Yeah.
And Penguin's dope. I really am liking Penguin.
Dude, that Wild Robot was a very good freaking animated movie for like
you're
everybody.
saying that. Yeah.
And then I heard Transformers 1 is like really damn good. It's just
which I'm surprised about. It didn't look good.
The trailer they cut. I heard whoever cut the trailer ought to be shot. That's how bad they did cutting that trailer.
I'll have to watch.
It is a deep. Like I saw the part where spoilers. The fucking guy becomes Megatron and Optimus Prime becomes Optimus Prime. It just popped in my feed and I sat there and watched it for 5 minutes. And I was like, I gotta see this fucking movie, dude.
Oh, I'll have to check it out then. I think it's on one of the streaming services.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that was like that trailer did not help it at all. It's a all ages movie.
Right. Well, to me, the Transformer movies kind of are. You know? Not 100%, but they're kind of Transformer movies are kind of all ages. Yeah, look up Peter Steele. He looks just like this. It's hilarious.
It's just your random face. It's your random face.
Sure it is.
Never even heard of Peter Steele before.
You don't know who Typo Negative is?
I know the name of the band.
They're a goth metal band. Peter Steele was like
diabetes.
What's that?
I know type 2 diabetes.
Shut up. Bloody Kisses.
Chris Hemsworth does sound like Thor at the beginning, but as time goes on, he sounds more like Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. Like even like Eric Hodson, who's a big Transformers guy, was like, "Dude, it's amazing. You got to see it."
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Everybody should watch it. And so, okay. Yeah, because I saw the trailers. Like that trailer looked dumb, and he was like, "Dude, that trailer was so bad."
Dude, even Angela Curry, who likes country, knows who Peter Steele is.
And she loves Hootie.
She better not. If she does, she's fired.
She's a classy broad, then.
She loves Hootie.
She likes Hootie. She's fired.
Woo! Last time I seen her at Walmart, she's like, "Darius Rucker, motherfucker," and I'm like, "Whoa."
Oh, what? Base. Fucking base, boy.
That's all she said to you?
Yeah, when she's at Walmart, she just saw me. She's like, "What up, Darius Rucker, motherfucker?" I was like, "Whoa, Angela."
Yeah, then she flicked them off and drove away on her scooter.
And then she bought like a huge pack of hot dogs and left. That was it.
K-pop, yes, K-pop would definitely know who Peter Steele is because he was in Playgirl magazine.
Oh, yeah, she saw his wiener. She saw his wiener.
Yep.
Sure, okay, then a minute to look like Peter Steele. Pedro Steele.
Pedro? I don't think he's Spanish.
That's the bootleg. That's the bootleg one. That's his cousin.
This is Pedro Steele.
Well, it gotta be Jorge.
Jorge Steele. They call me Jorge Steele.
You are fired, but you.
I am Jesus and the Blowfish.
And look, K-pop most definitely did see the Playgirl magazine with Peter Steele in it. See, I told you.
Gross.
Well, not for her, it isn't.
Ew. Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
Yeah, we fired Angela. Angela's always fired.
Told you. Yeah, she was buying diapers, baby formula, and hot dogs at Walmart.
Oh, geez. Okay.
She's still pregnant though. I mean, that's what.
It's been like 15 months.
I know. She's like 19 months pregnant.
What is she, an elephant?
She says that she gestates for 6 years. The baby comes out and he's eating Lunchables.
Lunchables with aspartame and yellow number 5.
Yes, aspartame and yellow dye number 5 will keep you young, keep you spry.
Turn this up a bit. I think it's time to call it, guys. It's getting late, and I think I'm going to be ready for bed here in a little bit. Let's turn this up some. Oh, thank you guys for coming and hanging out, man. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to lay this out. So, is that cool? You like that?
47th trimester.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's take a look and see what you got here, Jason. Your quick layout. Nice. That's a good one.
Angela,
it's a good layout.
Gave her kids to the Haitians. They're eating the kids. They're eating the dogs.
Well, she fed them hot dogs and baby food, so I mean, they're healthy.
There's Pedro Steele.
Pedro Steele. Very nice.
Where can we find your stuff at, Ink?
On Twitter, you're at MyEvilRobot. But if you would go sign up for Froggy 2, the Cerberus key, and get ready for an awesome book.
Heck yeah. How about you, Jason?
Same.
He is also
I'm working on
Twitter.
this Cerberus key, and I'm also My Evil Robot on Twitter.
There you go. Find out my stuff at MightyBotStudio.com. You can order yourself a copy of the second printing of Berserker. You can read a copy of the Ashcan for free on Webtoon. You can follow me on Ko-Fi and become a Doodlebug for $5 a month, and you'll get free. Well, not free because you're paying $5 a month, but you'll get art monthly from me. I think that's it. I'm working on Metal Fist Motherfucker. Look forward to that little Ashcan comic punk zine coming out soon, hopefully. And here we go. We got the link in the chat. Make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you sign up. Art of Roy, thanks for stopping by. This guy's always working on cool shit.
Yep, Roy's dope.
Jay Ryan, always a pleasure to see you. Angela Curry, Universe, thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. Hockey, if you're still around, he's probably driving
hockey. You had Critical Drinker.
Rob was on. Rob Wilson. It was nice to see Rob Wilson again.
You had Gary from Nerdrotic in there. You had,
Gary from Nerdrotic. Who else we had? Destiny was here.
Yeah, you had a Pizza Medi in your chat.
Pizza Medi was here. Pizza Medi was here.
Yeah.
We had
you had Keith Gleason from Mighty Mascots was up in your chat.
Here you go.
Keith Gleason.
Yeah.
Good dude. Good chat.
Sam Keith was here too.
Sam Keith.
All the Keith. Everybody named
every Keith. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Toby Keith was here.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith.
Scott he was McGuire. A little stinky.
Toby McGuire was here.
So we'll go ahead and we'll play us out.
Humphrey Bogart was here.
Good night, everybody.